Newswatch for Wednesday, December 31st, 2025. Making the headlines this evening, President Ali says that the strategic housing development and part-time employment are key drivers of wealth creation in Guyana. Motorists are reacting positively to the revised vehicle tint regulations set to take effect on January 1st, 2026. With the new year just hours away, residents of New Amsterdam are reflecting on the past and looking ahead with hope and determination for 2026. We will bring you full details of those and other stories when Newswatch returns. Welcome back, and now for the news in detail. President Ali says that the strategic housing development and part-time employment are key drivers of wealth creation in Guyana. Monique Balgamin joins us with more details.
His Excellency President Dr. Irfan Ali has emphasized that targeted employment, housing, and access to finance are transforming families and communities throughout the country. He made the disclosure during an interview with journalists and students on Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. The head of state explained that the government programs are intentionally designed to create opportunity without overburdening citizens. One such initiative focuses on part-time employment, allowing individuals to work several days per week while maintaining balance in their personal lives. According to President Ali, many of the beneficiaries of these programs were previously unemployed, including women who were housewives. The additional income, he noted, has increased disposable income within households, strengthening family finances and supporting wealth creation.
Good things about this small population is that it allows us to build opportunity within every family. So let us look at a very basic example where wealth creation is linked to poverty reduction and is linked to disposable income. We started the program with the part-time workers, not to take away all your productive hours, but to take away 4 days per week at a number of hours. Whilst we give you that opportunity, we said, listen, we don't only want you to have this part-time job. And who are the persons who got the part-time job? Most of them were persons who were not in the workforce before. Most of them were housewives. So that is new income that came into the family, new disposable income that add to the wealth creation of the family, that add to the disposable income of the family.
He further explained that this new income is not only used for daily expenses, but also contributes to savings, increasing families' ability to qualify for loans and expand their financial footprint. President Ali pointed to growing activity within the banking sector, noting that many low and middle income homeowners are now refinancing their properties as home value rise. These funds, he said, are being reinvested into productive ventures such as small businesses, taxis, and other income-generating activities.
Service their home loans. Now, without that, their salary income would have been servicing the home loan. This new revenue stream that came into that family is now servicing the home loan. What that does is that it increases the propensity to save. And what it allows now is for the family to have expanded loans. So what you see is in the banking system itself, a number of low-income families who own homes are now applying to refinance their homes because of the valuation of the homes. The value of the homes would have increased. And they're using that refinancing to invest in small businesses, to invest in a taxi, to invest in new income generating activity, new productive activity that is adding to their income. So this is a model that we are pursuing, a model in which we incentivize your ability to have access to finance, have access to capital.
With more than 40,000 homes being developed, President Ali said the government is witnessing a shift where families are not only moving out of poverty, but also becoming active participants in economic growth. He concluded that such approach, combining housing, employment, and access to finance, is already delivering results across new housing developments nationwide. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, I am Monique Balgobin.
Motorists are reacting positively to the revised vehicle tint regulations set to take effect on January 1st, 2026. Here's more on this week's edition of Voices in the Streets with Monique Balgobin.
Today on Voices in the Street, we're taking the conversation to the public, asking drivers and pedestrians for their views on the newly revised tint policy. Under the updated regulations, rear side windows and rear windscreen must allow at least 20% visible light transmission, while front side windows are required to allow 25% visible light transmission. Mirror or reflective tint is strictly prohibited, and failure to comply with these requirements can result in a fine up to $30,000. So how are motorists reacting to these changes? Let's hear what the streets have to say. Vehicle.
Yeah, but we understand it's private car, right? So we got accept with the 20% and the 25%, but the 35 was a little wrong. But it's 6 inch on the windscreen as a private car, so they give you a 2 inch more. You understand? But we accept from this, you can't go better than 20. It was 35, it could be 2. Remember this damage your ACL, what your compressor can damage, it damage compressor from your car already. The AC not so cold inside your car. When it clear, when it dark, everything whole in one.
So, my thoughts on the new tint policy, the new revised tint policy. I think in this interview that the minister did, she was much more clear and precise in the laws and the ways that not just diplomats or high government officials can obtain their tint waiver, but also business persons. And that was one of my concerns as a businessman, if I would be eligible or if I would be able to apply for a darker tint waiver that allows me privacy and security when conducting businesses. And I think that's very commendable on her part that she came out and she clearly stated that there will be a new policy implemented. She also revised the tint limit for persons that doesn't want the waiver, which is very commendable on her part as well. There was also a reduction in the fine for the tint. So I think all in all, it's clear, it's concise, it's precise, and it's very well put over to the persons. I think every Guyanese can understand it.
Those were some of the views coming directly from the public as the revised tint policy comes into effect. Motorists are being encouraged to ensure their vehicles are compliant to avoid penalties. For now, the discussion continues. I am Monique Balgobin, and this has been Voices in the Streets.
More news after these messages. You are watching the LRTVS Newswatch. Now for more news. With the New Year's just hours away, residents of New Amsterdam are reflecting on the past and looking ahead with hope and determination for 2026. Sulochini Rupnarayan joins us with more.
New Year's Eve is in full swing here in New Amsterdam, Berbice. Residents are out and about picking out that perfect outfit for tonight. Others gathering ingredients for the traditional cook-up, and some just stocking up on groceries so the new year doesn't catch them off guard. But of course, with every new year comes with resolutions, something everyone is hoping to achieve in 2026. We spoke with several residents, and here's what they had to say about their goals for the year ahead.
What are you hoping to achieve in 2026? Like, what is one of your main resolutions for 2026?
Well, just like seeking your own, and don't depend on nobody. Finding your own property, finding your own car, your own everything of your own. Don't ask anybody for anything. Crash grant, don't depend on crash grant. You may crash. Bye-bye.
I'm about to go home and cook and celebrate.
What do you guys usually look forward to on Old Year's?
We usually we cook and spend the whole night with your family, and then New Year's break you with your family. Yeah.
And what about your New Year's and resolutions and so on? You have any in mind? As yet?
No, just work. As you can see, leave the house. Yeah. Just work.
Well, I'm trying to sail until 9 o'clock. Then I'll be going home and make my cook-up. 2 different cook-up. I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat. So I'm going to cook some, I will cook some split peas cook-up and some red peas cook-up. I enjoy my 2025 because I was in Guyana. I spent about half of the year in London, and I come back and spend 7 months in Guyana. It's good. Well, I'm a woman that always works, so I don't really depend on nothing whatsoever. Come, I appreciate it.
So anything you want to leave with our viewers, like tell them anything, wish them a happy new year.
Well, sorry, I wish you a happy new year, you and your colleagues. I wish you all the best, and I want you all to have the best for 2026. Have a wonderful season.
Well, tonight, my daughter would be cooking for me. And, I feel so happy that, well, okay, I'm going to be among my children. And then, as I said, I'm heading for church, which I want to be there before time. 2025, it was, yes, nice, it was good. Blessings from the Lord, and I hope, and I pray, and I know 2026 is going to be a more prosperous one. And I wish everybody out there, give Jesus a try. Families, I would like them to go listen to the Word of God. But not only listen, take it into practice. And you'll see the blessings of God. You'll see the hand of God working so miraculously in your life. Yes. Remember, Jesus is the answer.
Residents in Berbice are stepping into 2026 with hope, determination, and big dreams. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, I'm Sulochini Rupnarayan. Here's the new year as lively, bright, and unforgettable as tonight's celebration.
On this week's edition of the Health Watch, we learn how small steps can help you start the new year with healthier habits. Ashley Smith tells us more.
As 2025 comes to a close, many of us are taking a moment to reflect on the past year and look forward to new beginnings. Old Year's Eve is the perfect time to set intentions for a healthier, more balanced lifestyle in the year ahead. On this week's episode of Health Watch, we're highlighting how this period can serve as a first start, an ideal opportunity to build simple, sustainable habits that support long-term improvements in both physical and mental well-being. Staying physically active is one of the easiest ways to boost your health. Even small amounts of exercise like daily walks, light stretching, Home workouts or recreational sports can increase energy, strengthen the heart, improve flexibility, and reduce stress. The key is consistency over intensity, making it easier to start fresh without feeling overwhelmed. Nutrition plays an equally important role. Filling your plate with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, while cutting back on processed foods and sugary treats, supports overall well-being. Staying hydrated throughout the day is another simple step that helps your body function at its best. Mental wellness is just as vital as physical health. Taking time to relax, enjoy hobbies, get enough sleep, and connect with loved ones help manage stress and maintain emotional balance. Even small moments of self-care can boost your mood, focus, and productivity, making daily challenges easier to handle. As the new year approaches, remember, setting realistic goals, taking gradual steps, and celebrating small achievements can make healthy habits easier to maintain. By focusing on consistent, manageable changes, the coming year can be a time of stronger, more balanced, and healthier living, turning good intentions into lasting improvements for both body and mind. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, Ashley Smith.
Welcome back. We will now take a look at the local stock exchange markets, compliments of Gasky. And for the bridge report, the Berbice River Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Thursday, January 1st, 2026, from 14:15 hours to 1.5 hours. This schedule is subject to change without notice. And for the weather report, scattered showers tonight with a high of 86 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 76 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a 73% chance of precipitation. And tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 87 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's a wrap on tonight's edition of the LRTVS Newswatch. In case you missed the newscast, you can visit our YouTube channel at LRTVS Newswatch to stay abreast of what is happening around you. Remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to know when we post the next video. On behalf of the Newswatch's technical and production team, I am Melina De Freitas. A happy New Year's and thank you for watching.